Welcome to my channel. This is Professor Wooten with another video for you. This one, getting started with writing. This video is appropriate for any age at any high school or middle school level or even college. If you are a person who has trouble getting started, let's talk about the do's and don'ts of starting a writing assignment. First are some things to remember. You can already write. If you can write an email, or write a personal letter, or write a note to your kid's teacher, then you can write. No matter what someone may have told you in the past, you have a clean slate when you begin college. Comparing yourself to others is not fair to you or to them. Some people are naturally gifted writers and it comes easy to them. I'm one of those people. It comes very easy to me. However, my nephew is not a natural writer. He's made it through college okay, but he is not a natural writer and sometimes needs some help. He's incredibly smart. He just doesn't have that particular gift. If it doesn't come easy to you, comparing yourself to a natural writer will only make you feel bad. It's like a sixth grader playing basketball for his school and constantly comparing himself and his performance to an NBA star. It's a apples and oranges kind of thing. Your teacher has seen pretty much everything. It would be hard to shock a college instructor or professor with your writing. So first let's talk about the don'ts, and then we'll handle the do's. Don't overthink things. If you know you are an overanalyzer, try to put that to the side when you're reading assignment guidelines. Just focus on what is asked of you and don't try to make it into something that it's not. For example, if your teacher asks for a fully developed paragraph, that doesn't mean every paragraph has to be a page long. Fully developed paragraphs are generally around 6 sentences max. Don't procrastinate. Putting off writing until the very last minute will only increase your anxiety and make the temptation of plagiarizing stronger. And on that note, don't plagiarize. Some students will buy or borrow someone else's writing to avoid turning in a, quote, bad draft. Teachers not only have software that recognizes plagiarized work, many teachers can tell because the tone, sentence structure, and vocabulary used are not consistent with what they know of your writing. It is also not worth the penalty if you get caught. Don't write the entire paper all at once. Many students feel like they do their best work this way, but it rarely comes out that way. Teachers can recognize when a student has written in a rush by the sheer number of sentence level errors, missing elements of the assignment, and lack of clarity in the writing. Don't ignore instructions. Following the instructions given by your teacher or professor is the best way to ensure a passing grade. If the instructions require 3 pages minimum, make sure you turn in 4 pages. Remember that cover pages and reference pages or works cited pages do not count in page counts. Use the formatting required. Usually in composition classes, it will be MLA or APA. Don't forget your in-text citations. Use Grammarly.com for grammar and spelling check. It is by far the best grammar check software that exists today. Do not rely on the spell check within Microsoft Word or any other program. Run it through Grammarly. Include a clear one-sentence thesis at the end of the introduction. And don't forget your conclusion. You'd be surprised how many students forget their conclusion and lose a very nice chunk of points. Don't forget your conclusion. Don't equate bad grammar, spelling, or punctuation with bad writing. These are skills that require practice. Yes, they're important, but just because you have trouble with commas doesn't mean you're a bad writer. It just means you need to practice that skill a little more. Don't allow past bad experiences to dictate how you write now. Just because you may have had a teacher or professor or even a family member tell you that your writing is terrible doesn't make it true. You have a clean slate with your current instructor or professor. Show them what you can do. Don't worry about judgment. An instructor or professor's job is to help you improve your work, not tell you how terrible it is. Yes, we point out errors, but a good teacher will also tell you why it's an error and how you can fix it. If you have an instructor or professor who constantly berates your writing, you need to report that instructor or professor to their department head. That is not appropriate teaching. All right, let's talk about the do's. Do take any writing project in sections. If you focus on one section at a time rather than the whole paper at once, you can more clearly concentrate on a smaller piece of writing. There's a big difference between sitting down and saying, oh, I have to write 4 pages. I'm never going to be able to do it. And, okay, I'm just doing my introduction today. 6 sentences, I can knock that out, no problem. Do talk to your classmates. If you are having difficulty with an assignment, odds are that some of your classmates are too. Talk to each other. You may understand some of the assignment that someone else does not, and vice versa. When you collaborate, you are more likely to all understand the entire assignment. Do go to office hours. Most professors and instructors have scheduled office hours. If they don't, they will set something up with you. You don't have to be intimidated by them. Most teachers at any grade level are kind, patient, and know that you'll have questions at some point. They're ready to help you. Do ask for help. Whether it's your classmates, your instructor, or a friend, never be ashamed to ask for help. It is not weak to ask for help. In fact, it takes strength and courage to admit you need help, and we are all here for you. Do find additional resources. The internet is a great place to find general information. Your university or college website will give you loads of help on topics like finding resources on campus, where things are located, how to use the online library, where to find your advisor, etc. Do use the services available on campus. Most campuses have either a writing center or other type of tutoring available at no cost to students. Take advantage of these free resources. If for no other reason, it gives you an opportunity to discuss your paper with someone else. Do save everything you write. Anytime you are writing, whenever you stop for a moment, save your work. When you are done with a project, save it in multiple places. Your hard drive on your computer, a thumb drive, and the cloud. If you handwrite drafts, that's fantastic. Don't ever throw those away, because sometimes the ideas in a handwritten draft don't actually make it to the typed draft, but maybe you can go back and grab that information for something else in the future. Save, 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 save. The biggest do. Do remember that your thoughts, ideas, and words are valuable. If writing teachers want to know what experts think about something, we can do the research ourselves. When you write for us, we want to know what you think. What are your big ideas? What are your thoughts on the issue? What position do you bring to the argument? What knowledge do you bring to the conversation? Don't ever be afraid to share your thoughts and ideas. A lot of times students won't do this because they're afraid people won't agree with them. Listen up, people. Exactly 100% of the time, exactly 50% of the people are going to disagree with you. Don't let that stop you. Stand tall, stand proud, and stand behind what you believe. We want to hear from you. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you in getting started with your writing. If you have any questions, please contact your instructor or professor directly, and I hope you have a really great day.